Do you have a heating, ventilation, or air conditioning problem and need it fixed as soon as possible? Has it been a long time since the last time you had the HVAC system in your home or at your office maintained? Finding the right HVAC contractors can sometimes be hard. You need to make sure that they have the knowledge, skill, and experience to provide you with complete repair and maintenance services. That's why we're here to help. With a highly trained, licensed, insured, and experienced team of technicians, we're proud to offer the best services in the field. From sale, installation, to repair and maintenance, we take each project with care and with a focus on open communication and getting the job done right the first time. Maintaining the ventilation, air, and heating systems in your home or office is the key to the longevity of your units and effective energy savings. So don't risk your money on an ineffective HVAC system. Call us today.
CommunityRadio.com. I'm Clint Myers on 1071 WTJN with David Denoyer from TCTV. It's time for the Lincoln Community Center Report, and with us is Shane Carter.
How you doing, Clint?
Doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good, doing good. Trying to deal with all this rain and trying to also prepare our garden. So it's been a little. We've been on a kind of a I'll say a break. We've been on a rain break.
Rain delay.
Rain delay. Yes.
Hey, how is the pool? Everything good? All back together?
Things are back together. I'm glad you brought that up. Now, it's not back to the desired temperature of some of our folks. So I've told them, we're trying to heat 54,000 gallons back to about 87 degrees.
Okay.
By Monday morning, I believe it'll all be up to 87. Today it said like 82, 81. It was, and those 5 degrees, I was reminded by a young lady this morning, make a big difference.
Yes.
So the heater is in. We actually got all the lights back working too. So thanks to Collier Electric, and also thanks to, to be honest with you, Coates out of California, that they could be able to get us a heater that fit to our electrical capacity and all that stuff. So hopefully we don't have to deal with this ever again during my tenure. I hope it's a problem for the next director.
So it's a whole new heater for the pool.
Whole new,
not another Band-Aid for the one you had.
Not another Band-Aid, and also one that is way more efficient in terms of it's supposed to be able to heat. It has like 2 more heating elements, supposed to heat more efficiently in terms of not using much electric. But I think they all say that, and hopefully we'll see it on our DP&L bill.
Okay, well you'll know that at the end of the month. But in the meantime, heating that much water takes a little bit of time.
Yeah,
it's not like an easy bake oven.
No, it's not.
Hey, tell us about your spring basketball.
Well, first off, we've got more kids than we've ever had. Finally, after the people who have had to step aside for other sports and stuff, I think we got about 138 kids, and we're really excited. But also, it's going to be an all-day thing. So I'm making a plea to the community and to our listeners. We need some helpers, even people that can help us sweep the floor and help us with running the clock, basic stuff. I mean, helping with the concession stand, helping make sure that we've got enough chairs out on the stage, all that stuff. And the reason being, even with our staff, you think 8-hour day, once you do an 8-hour day, people have to take lunch breaks. We have to make sure that we're, staying within our employee hours and wages. So we really could use some helpers. And from high school volunteers to adults who are retired, anybody that has a love for basketball or kids, please come down. We start really today for our listeners. We start today at 9 a.m. and we'll go every Saturday till May 14th until 5 p.m. So
now that would be a good job that the seniors from over at Troy High School,
yes,
needing to get in their community service time.
And we've had a lot of good ones come out. I'm not by no means have I been disappointed by the amount of volunteers. We've had a tremendous amount of people help, but now with even say 50 more kids in this league, usually have like 80 or 90 kids, we could use more help. So
wow. So you've gone from 80 to 90 kids to 130 plus.
Yeah. So
wow.
It's definitely, the gym doesn't have space for it, but we're going to try to end the games a little early and start kind of, if you will, right on time or a couple minutes late, so that way we can let the parents actually funnel out and let the next group sit down because we just don't have the seating capacity.
Okay. You've got some things planned for Earth Day.
Yeah, we do. Real neat in that UTC for the 3rd year in a row, UTC Aerospace comes out and brings their employees, and they've even helped us with tillers and edgers and things to make the front grounds look good. But we're going to really focus on the garden. We're going to focus on the property next door. We finally got that closed on, so being able to get some bushes pulled out and trimmed. Also, we're going to focus on really being able to take the front gardens there at the center and plant some more perennials there and be able to spruce that up for the spring. So that's on April the 22nd at 3 p.m. We can use volunteers at that time for any of our listeners that'd like to come out. We've had various people come out from the community before, and hopefully the weather holds off for us, I hope.
Now, I don't think I've asked you yet. What are the plans for the property next door that the Lincoln Community Center just purchased? What will you use it for?
So right now we're actually getting ready to go into a kind of I guess I'd call it a development kind of planning meeting as a board and say, okay, what's the most functional space? What makes it, what works best for the center? And I really want input from our staff, because after school we know there's an issue with the amount of space we have because there's so many kids. We know that there's issues with meeting space in terms of whenever, like 5 p.m. the kids go out, well, we've got cheerleading coming in, and then a lot of times the board wants to meet, or we have a staff meeting, or the girls group needs a space. And I know we need some meeting space, but I don't know, based on, it's not really a big house, how long-term that plan would be.
Okay.
I know short-term, really, Clint, like as soon as maybe even tomorrow or Monday, we're going to start with getting the van inside the garage to protect it and to...
Good idea.
Yes. And then we've got a tiller in the boiler room, lawn mowers, snow blowers, get all that stuff organized. Nicole was really excited because she was saying, hey, we can take our Christmas tree supplies and put it up on top in the storage of the garage. So we're going to utilize it for storage space. Now that back acre that's fenced in, that really butts up to the playground, I really want to see that utilized for our kids' space, in terms of, like, on Fun Fridays, the younger kids can't just go out and play in the field or on the playground because there's not a lot of, it's not restrained, you know.
Okay.
So I'm thinking that Miss Tracy and our really kindergarten or third grade group can utilize the, I call it like a little greenhouse that's back there, and also about a fenced-in acre, and maybe the house space for like their craft time. She does some cooking classes with them. It's got a nice open format kitchen, and that's something short-term for sure. But long-term, I see it maybe being used as like an annex where we have meetings, maybe do our art classes with Karen, where we could actually do them
on site.
Yes, and the other thing that's really gets tough at the center is anybody with any physical disabilities or any limitations, asking them to climb up steps. Well, even to get to the stage, you have to go up steps. To get upstairs, you have to go up steps. But we'll have some space there on the first level that will allow us to maybe do art, some of our STEM and science classes in the summer, and then hopefully moving forward, be able to look at that space long term and say, okay, maybe it's wise to make that parking space. Maybe that's wise to make that some staff office space, and see what's going to be best. So I don't have the answer yet, but I'm going to keep you updated as we keep working towards it. And I'm just thankful to say in the next 48 hours we'll have the keys, and we already have the deed. And that was kind of 5 years ago. I threw that at the board as a plan of, hey, let's get this, because it was for sale. But financially we weren't ready, infrastructure-wise we weren't ready. So it's just really a dream come true for our organization.
Great. I see the wheels are turning.
They're turning slowly.
What you can use it for. That's great. Tell us about your day of care.
So I was approached by Abbott Labs, and we've worked with them over the last 2 years, very much so a community-minded organization and business that they wanted to get back and get involved in the community. Well, they contacted us and said they want to get their hands dirty, and I was like, well, we've got 55 million projects we can get started with. So they're going to come over on April 19th. We're going to do some painting. We're going to do some cleaning up of really our organizational closets, all those things. Probably allow them to help us get a lot of stuff from the building over to the property next door.
Okay.
And then also we're going to do a lot of what I guess I'd call, they've got some people that say they're experienced more with, like, I don't want to say power tools or chainsaws, but being able to use some of those things to get some of the bigger tree limbs and stuff like that.
Some cleanup on the property.
Yes, sir. So that we're going to do that with them, and then we've also got some touch-up paint that needs to be done up in the upstairs classroom from the kids, just over the years.
Being kids.
Yeah, kids being kids. So we're excited to do that with them. That's going to be 9 volunteers on the 19th. So when they come out, we're going to have just a nice list to go down and get started before Earth Day, and then that will carry over into the 22nd, and we're going to finish up those projects.
Great. Now, you were saying that you've got your kids going to a Troy baseball game.
Yeah, it was really a neat idea from Coach Welker and the parent rep, Carrie Kendall. They contacted us. We went over spring break, and the kids got to participate and do hitting and fielding and then a game of wiffle ball. And she said, how would the kids like to come over to a baseball game and get introduced with the players? And I said, well, obviously that'd be great. So we've got a group of kids that have academically did well in the after-school program. So we're going to load up the van on Monday. We're going to go over, and they play Trotwood, I believe. And the kids are going to get to go out on the field with them and then stick around for the game. So it's going to be huge, and I'm really thankful for, I would really say, reaching back is what Ty Welker and his team, the varsity team, has done over the last 2 years with us, but reaching back and helping these kids and letting them aspire to be varsity athletes. So it's been neat.
All right. And how are the art classes going with Karen Perk?
They're going good. The neat thing is this upcoming Tuesday on the 12th, the kids are going out to, kids and adults are going to art class at Marion's Pizza. So they actually get to paint out there, and it's at 6 o'clock. I would encourage anybody that's listening today, if you want to sign up, call in today to 937-335-2715 and let us know before the weekend's over. That way we can get you on the list. But that one is out at Hainer this upcoming Tuesday the 12th at 6 p.m. And then on the 28th, we have our second class for the month at Hainer Culture Center at 6 p.m. as well. So anybody who would like to register, get a hold of us at the Lincoln Center. And we want to thank Karen Perk for allowing us, as always, to partner.
What a great place for doing the artwork
I know, right?
and arts at Hainer.
Yeah, it is. We're blessed.
Or Marion's.
Yeah, or Marion's. Yeah, good pizza.
Tell us about, you've got a cornhole tournament as well.
Yeah, so I'm actually a board member of Steve's Club, which is a CrossFit, Steve's Club Troy, CrossFit program for our youth here in Troy. And we started this program, well, we started the Troy branch about 2 years ago. It started with the kids going out to practice CrossFit and participating, and then Mindy Kobe, Mark Douglas, Mike Lyons, a group of us all got together and we said, well, why don't we go ahead and actually have Steve's Club Troy, which allows the kids to benefit from the national headquarters program and also to have a legitimate 501c3. Well, what it's allowed for is this: we're having a fundraiser. It'll be our biggest fundraiser this year, hopefully, the week of the Strawberry Festival. And it's actually up on the levee, and it's where cornhole, I'm sure everybody's familiar with cornhole, but it's to benefit Steve's Club and for the program and to fund the program for the upcoming year. And the awesome part about it is there's a cash prize for the winners, which is really neat. And it's also situation. We've got a Lincoln Center team that was sponsored by U.S. Bank that's going to participate. I don't know how well we'll do. We've got Robin Lucas and Ramel Mitchell on our staff doing it. But I think it's something that's going to provide exposure, hopefully, for Steve's Club and for the kids' CrossFit program. With it being a fairly new organization, I don't know that a lot of the parents really know that their kids can do CrossFit and that how legitimate it is and that these trainers are certified, insured, and good instructors. So I hope it's not only a good fundraiser for Steve's Club, but I hope it's a good exposure for the program.
Okay, and that will be during the Strawberry Festival?
That's that Friday. Actually, I've got I believe I have the date, but is that June the 3rd, I think? We have to look at the calendar. It's that Friday. And
yes,
it's on the levee. Yeah,
June the 3rd. Is a 3rd.
Yes, and it's I believe it starts at 6 p.m. up on the levee. If it rains, it's underneath the stadium. And I've got the information here. Go to stevesclubtroy.org, and it's got all the information not only for the program, but for the cornhole tournament. So.
All right.
And obviously it's for adults. We don't want kids to sign up and win the cash prize. So.
Well, you've got your hands full as usual.
Yes, we've got it. It's going to be a busy April and May, and as we go into the Strawberry Festival, my goal would be to start summer programs, but also take somewhat of a little break, and hopefully be able to relax and have some fun with the kids.
Now, will you have a booth at the Strawberry Festival this year?
We are, yes. So Kona Ice of Troy, we're partnering with them, and we'll be in support as far as volunteers and our staff helping man it. So that'll be busy. I guess I shouldn't say after the Strawberry Festival, relax. Get all that done and relax.
Yeah, not until after.
Yeah. So
everything's just ramping up until
it's busy
then.
time. So.
All right. Thank you so much, Jay.
Thank you, guys, Clint.
This has been the Lincoln Community Center Report. I'm Clint Myers on 107.1 WTJN for David Denoyer on TCTV.